Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Monday. You don't see all of us, or you see just a few of us, but what you do see is a very pretty picture that is on your screen, because today is the As Promised Grandparents' Day. And so we're getting started by sharing this beautiful picture, and I am going to turn this over to Karen Lynn Barone, who's going to tell you all about it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is a picture. This was my Mother's Day present yesterday from what I call my heart daughter. I don't call her my stepdaughter. So she has blessed us this past New Year's Eve with sweet little Harley Rose. And there she is.
Oh, so cute.
It's a difficult time, though. I mean, I've seen her twice since she's been born, you know, but we're hanging in there. And I got this in the mail on Saturday as a framed photo, so I wanted to share. That's my Harley.
Oh, she's beautiful.
And there is
there's
a note to you, Carolyn, from Deanna saying she is so sweet.
Oh, thank you, Deanna. Hopefully she'll be a singer too.
Well, she has. It runs in the family. So
I'm hoping. There you go. Thank you.
And there you go. And she learned. So we all need to congratulate Carolyn, because that's the first time she's shared her screen, and she was able to do it and unshare it. So good job.
There you go. I was panicking a little bit, but Kathy gave me a good quick tutorial. I appreciate it.
So I'm still adding a couple of people, but I see that Sherry brought an in-person grandchild to share. So Sherry, you want to introduce? We can't hear you. Take your mute off.
So that's my granddaughter, Emily. She's 3 years old, and I am in Connecticut with my daughter for the last 2 months. I came for a week and never left. My daughter is pregnant, due to have my grandson in a couple of weeks. And so I came to Connecticut to help her for a week when she wasn't feeling good. That was in early March. And then everything hit, and I never left. So I last 2 months, and baby's due in a couple of weeks. So I'm enjoying being with my little granddaughter, and I never would have had this opportunity. So that's my little blessing. And you got to see her in person. She'll come back over here again.
Okay.
She's busy playing with kinetic sand, so it's a big pull here. But,
and that's Emily.
I'll give you a kinetic sand view.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, hi, Emmy.
I can't see her. Where?
Good morning. Good morning. There she is.
Hey.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emmy.
Good morning.
Oh, she's cute.
Oh, she's adorable.
Say hi. Say hi. Tell them what you're playing with. Oh, we're going shy. I don't know why.
That's okay. There's too many of us to stare at.
Yeah.
Okay, honey.
Anyway.
All right. Thanks, Sherry. So I see that Kathy is holding a picture that we can see. Kathy, do you have a picture in front of you?
It's speaking. This Kathy? Yes.
Yes, Kathy.
Okay. So, similar to Sherry, I'm also at my daughter's house. My house was under construction, so I'm lucky that I'm, also able to be here with 2 of my grandchildren. I have 7, so I'll quickly show. This was the latest. She just turned 1 this past week. So that's Lily, Kathleen. Then these are the 2 that I'm with now. This is Connor, who's, I don't know, am I sharing this correct? Can you see?
We can see.
Okay. So Connor, this one is Connor, who's full of life. He just turned 3 this weekend, so we had a lot of celebrations here this weekend. And this is Brian. This is Brian over here, who is such with the hat on. He's a beautiful, kind, compassionate little boy. I love him to bits. Love both of them. But it's so interesting how they all have such different personalities. Here we have, this is Megan and Jack.
Kat, pull it closer to your face, because you have a screensaver.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There we go. Now we see it. Yep.
So can you see it? I don't know. It's not showing really.
You have a, you must have a background. Do you have a
I
background?
do. Yeah, I do because of that.
It's getting
Yeah.
it's getting a little blurry because of that. So you need to catch it where we would catch your
Pull it
face.
back.
Okay. So there you go. There's Megan
There you
and Jack. They live in Pennsylvania. Megan's in kindergarten, Jack's in pre-K, and they too, they're beautiful kids. What can I say? I don't, and here, let's see, over here, okay, it's the background. Yeah, oh, I'm disappointed because over here, oh, there we go.
There we go.
There you have Grace, who would have graduated, or will be graduating from St. Anne's. So she's in 8th grade and will be going to Sacred Heart. And
Oh.
Aiden, who and we're trying to do some kind of virtual graduation ceremony for her. And Aiden, who is 11, loves sports, and yeah. So that's, and did I get everybody? Yeah, that's the 7. Here's all of us together.
Oh,
cute.
Great picture. Thank
That's
you.
our, and wait, one more
Oh.
that I want you to see. This was my Christmas picture,
Aw.
which just said, "It's a wonderful life with all of us."
Oh, there
That
you
was,
go. 7. That's
Beautiful.
great.
So,
Kathy,
thank
see
you.
perfectly. Excellent.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Kathy, for sharing. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Carrie Rose, I saw you had a picture up.
Are you really calling me Carrie
I
Rose?
am, because
Huh?
You're doing that just to bust
I-
my horn.
am.
Does
I am.
everyone know that Rose is part of my last
Yes.
name?
Yes.
Thank you. My walking buddy said,
Right.
this is Julian.
Oh,
That's
cute.
Julian Wolf
That
Peterson.
a happy boy.
This was from a while ago, but I took it off the wall because I figured it was such a cute picture. So I grabbed it. My husband's like, what are you doing with that picture? I said, I'm taking it for grandparents. He's like, the grandparents did? Yeah, okay. And I'm just lucky. And I did get to see them on Wednesday, and I did not maintain social distance. I couldn't. I
I
couldn't.
know it's so hard.
It was very hard. I had to hold him.
Right.
And I did disrobe after they left, and I kind of disinfected everything. But you know, it's so hard. It's so hard not to hug your kids and hug your friends and hug your family, and you know, it's tough.
Especially with Mother's Day yesterday. It was very difficult.
Yeah.
I had gone up to my daughter's upstate. We've gone up there a couple of times during this period of time, because they hunkered down up in Ulster County as soon as it started, because they lived in Manhattan, and as soon as they started talking about closing things in Manhattan, they took off. They just weren't going to stay. And thank goodness they did. And Ulster is one of those counties that, you know, they've got a total of maybe 1,400 cases. They really are fine up there. But we call it, you know, we don't call it socially distance. We just spatially try to distance. So you know, I have other relatives up there, so we went for a walk yesterday, but we all stayed far apart from each other. But the social aspect was still there. But it has been very hard on people. I think Kathy appreciates that. It just so happened she was having this construction done in her house.
Yeah.
So it made her go to her daughter's. Otherwise, she would have had to have stayed away if it was too much period of time.
Yeah, that would have been awful. Yeah.
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 So it is
I
very.
have to say, I'm trying a long distance marriage since my husband's in New York and I'm in Connecticut for the last 2 months.
That's
Stu was down there. Wow.
So my husband is taking care of the house and pets, and his closest companion now is our 55-pound tortoise Snuffy, and who just got up from his winter nap and is now, you know, outside.
No, I don't want to go up.
Sorry, she doesn't want to hang out with you guys. She sometimes does. She's been Zooming and she's been doing Zoom and Zoom. She's been doing Zumba with me and everything.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's interesting how life is taking us in these different directions. It's really unbelievable. Really
Yeah.
strange.
the idea of having a long distance marriage is not a terrible thought, you know?
No, I'm kind of thinking, yeah, something to think about. Anyway, like we're heading towards our 48th wedding anniversary, July 1st. 48 years.
I was gonna say Carrie Rose Tomo would like to know how you managed that one.
48?
No, the distancing. The,
Oh,
the
oh
marriage
no, I don't wonder that at all. I don't.
But being here with my family, what a gift that was to me to be here with my daughter, my son-in-law, my granddaughter. It's just,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable. It's like, who would ever have this kind of time? You know, it's just unbelievable to be able to do this.
And on the other side, the flip side of this, for those of us who don't have grandchildren, but our children, but we ourselves are either grandchildren or we have kids that are grandchildren, it's also a very difficult time for those on the other side. You know, I know for myself, and I see that Dee was nodding up and down, is if you have a grandma or grandpa out there, you know, you can't reach out and touch them, and that's very hard. You know, Ralph's mom is 100. And this is very difficult on her because she, you know, she has her daughter that lives with her, so she's not alone. She's not in a nursing home, thank God. But at this time of life, for her to think that nobody can come over and say hello to her. So I said one of my daughter, Ariel, went to her, knocked on our back patio window and delivered flowers to her yesterday. So they were able to have a conversation through the looking glass kind of thing. But I know that that's hard on everybody. If you have kids, they miss their grandparents, and you know, you don't have your grandparents forever.
I was sad not to be with my mother. My mom and I usually spend Mother's Day together, and we do something silly like go for ice cream. That's like our big thing. And and she doesn't have a terrace. She lives in an apartment building. We're not allowed in. Nobody from the outside is allowed into the building. And that was hard. I mean, we Zoomed and we talk every day, but that was hard.
Yeah, it is. Anybody else?
And I do love your mother.
My mother's the coolest lady ever. She really is. She has a.
Sounds like it.
She's so
Carrie
cool.
would share stories with me. And,
Oh, well, I'll show you her emoji, her Bitmoji that she has on her.
okay, you do that.
You keep talking. You chat among yourselves. You know?
So Jackie did ask the question to all of you that did share grandparent stories. What is the best part about being a grandparent?
You give them
somebody
back.
else to love.
You give them back. Somebody else to love. Well, those are two ends of the spectrum. You give them back.
No, it's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
You get to see
It's
your
really,
child.
it's also great to see, it's also great to see your kids as parents, you know,
yes.
you kind of, isn't it? It really,
Yes.
it really
Yes.
is. It makes you, it really does make you feel like all of the little things are so worth it when you're raising them. And you know, they really, when they turn out to be such great parents, and especially in these difficult times when you see how they're coming through with all these creative ideas and, you know, how can they work things out in teaching and you know, trying to do everything at the same time. It's really it's wonderful. I think it's nice because you get to kind of relive when you have kids. Then you get to see that. What does that say?
That is Carrie's mom's.
That's my
emotion.
mom.
Oh,
My mom sends us morning messages
that's so
every day.
nice.
Good morning. It's Monday. She tells us what day it is. I'm sorry, Kathy. You know I interrupt everything.
Anyway, Kathy, thank you. I appreciate that's. I have heard that it's but again, it's true. It's for them to be homeschooling. I think when we had Noelle Cutter presenting, she was talking about all of a sudden, you know, she's the teacher. You know, she's gone from just the parent to the, you know, not just the parent but the teacher. So not just encouraging, but actually showing them how to do their schoolwork, and that is different for everybody.
She does everything though. She's like a miracle person. I don't know how she.
Oh, Noelle, she's great. She really is.
Yeah.
She is.
See, now my daughter.
You get lots of love. That's the best part.
My daughter, when she was younger, kept saying, you know, she wasn't sure about being a mother unless she could be a kitty mother. You know, my daughter works in animal welfare. She's always been the animal person. But so when she was younger, it was like she really couldn't quite grasp motherhood or anything, and thought, well, if she could be the mother for cats or kittens all her life, she was good with that. But then to see her become the mother that she became is just unbelievable to me. That is such a joy to see her go into this role and to be so amazing. So that's like like you were saying, that's like the extra benefit to watch your children be your children be the parents and to see that. It's really exquisite. And how do you explain what it feels like? I don't know. It's such joy to me. I am so crazy about this child. It's just, you know, I've had so much tragedy in my life, and this has just been my joy and just healed my heart. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
There you go. That's perfect. Thank
Beautiful.
you, Sherry. Thank you all who shared their beautiful grandchildren. It was a joy for us to see. Thank you for all of you who are grandchildren, who have who send messages and love to your grandparents whenever you can.
Yes, do that. Do that.
Tomorrow, I hope you all can join us. Maureen Carey is going to join us, and she's going to do some guided meditation for us.
Oh, perfect.
So we will see you all tomorrow at 10:40. All right.
Thank you.
You all have a great
Everybody.
Monday.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you, Kathy. Bye.
Bye.
Keep enjoying those grandchildren.
Bye-bye.